day one of what we call pre-rally. The rally's not starting for a couple of days, but I just got here. Levi's been killing it on the construction. Everything's looking kick-ass.
Gas Monkey Sturgis is undoubtedly a direct sequel to Gas Monkey Bar and Grill and was expected to redefine the motorcycle rally experience, especially during the legendary Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. However, what was meant to be a vibrant community hub where enthusiasts could gather, eat, and celebrate their shared passion for motorcycles became mired in conflict and dissatisfaction, leaving many fans and customers disappointed. Here's what you didn't know about Gas Monkey Sturgis.
So we're midway through the week and it's been pretty crazy. Super happy with the turnout. Super happy with all the press we've been getting.
The Gas Monkey Sturgis project started as Richard's effort to expand his brand, tap into the motorcycle culture associated with Sturgis, and most especially bring back the Gas Monkey Bar and Grills. With the recent turn of events, this project might just turn out to be his next problematic venture. Why? Let's take a few steps back to where it all began. After the success of his previous ventures, it's no surprise that Richard set his sights on Sturgis, South Dakota, home of the legendary Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, as the perfect location for his new project. Having partnered with his friend Mike Sisk, the plan was to create a venue that combined the lively atmosphere of Gas Monkey Garage with the excitement of the Sturgis Rally. The new project represents Richard's desire to become more than just a spectator in the biker community. It's set to be a haven for motorcycle enthusiasts, where they get everything bike essentials and also get to treat themselves to cold beer, mouth-watering jumbo-sized burgers, and tasty pizza. Construction began at the venue with the goal of having it ready in time for the rally, setting the stage for what Richard hoped would be another successful chapter in the Gas Monkey brand story. But things took a new direction when the construction team they initially hired made several mistakes, costing them precious time, not to mention the dollars that went down the drain. It's indeed a fact that dreams rarely come to life without challenges. The tight timeline to open before the Sturgis Rally seemed in jeopardy, and Richard's frustration was palpable. Yet, in true Gas Monkey fashion, they didn't give up. They had to seek the help of another professional to tackle the challenges, and that was when Levi Kostopoulos and his team from Full Curl Constructions entered the mix. Levi listened carefully to Richard's vision and offered creative and efficient solutions to get the project back on track. While uncertainty about the final outcome lingered for a while, the partnership with Levi yielded as they officially completed the project. On the 4th of August 2024, Richard announced the completion of Gas Monkey Sturgis with a YouTube video.
It's going to be the coolest place there is, and I'm pretty excited about having Gas. What up, Mike?
Place looks great.
In the video, Richard showed how far they've gone. Alongside his crew, they successfully transformed the space into a standout venue. They focused on upgrading the aesthetics from the typical diamond plate and orange-black color scheme to something more stylish, personal memorabilia, and planning to include local historical pieces. And just like the restoration thingy on Fast and Loud, Richard brought back his A-game in selecting russet tins to dress the new Sturgis building on the inside just to have that restoration vibe. The video also showed that the kitchen was already a hive of activity, with chefs bustling around, prepping food, and getting everything ready for the 84th annual Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. The new setup was a dream: more space, better equipment, and the promise of some killer dishes for the entire community.
Everybody seems to be really happy that we're here. I've already done a lot of radio interviews, a lot of TV interviews. I went out and announced one of the flat track races yesterday. And believe it or not, that's a lot of work. That's moving around, shaking a lot of hands, but I love it. The turnout's been great. As far as the bar and all of the workings of it, it's a challenge.
Even with the back and forth going on with the project, Richard didn't give in to the pressure. He's taking it one day at a time. With the rally officially over now, Richard feels confident that the new bar would be a success, and the rally was just the beginning of something much bigger.
But I will tell you that I've got a menu to develop. I've got a lot of walls and a lot of things to build. I've got to get a new bar in there with a better style. I got to give this place the facelift that it really needed, and it's needed for a long time. I got some pretty cool ideas. If you're in town, get by there, and if you're not, we'll get in town.
Going with this statement, we don't know if he meant bigger problems because the internet has been buzzing with a lot of talks about the services rendered in the shop. The dissatisfaction surrounding Gas Monkey Sturgis has been rooted in several issues, largely stemming from the rushed nature of the project and the high expectations set by the Gas Monkey brand. Fans and customers who eagerly anticipated the opening were met with a reality that didn't live up to the hype. One of the primary complaints was the state of the venue at its grand opening. Due to the immense pressure to open in time for the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, the construction and setup were completed in a rush. As a result, parts of the venue lacked the attention to detail that fans expected. Also, the customer experience at Gas Monkey Sturgis also fell short of expectations. There were reports of disorganized service, long wait times, and a general lack of proper execution that is typically associated with the Gas Monkey brand. For starters, the reviews about the menu offered is nothing to write home about. On the shop's official page on Facebook, customers dropped their 2 cents on how they feel about the services. Although most customers were full of praise for the chefs and attendants, but raised an eyebrow at how small, stale, and pricey the foods were. Gas Monkey Sturgis is undoubtedly Richard's most ambitious project yet, and fans have had so much to say about it, with many stating that he should pay more attention to the food aspect of his business to avoid what happened to his previous business, Gas Monkey Bar and Grill. Speaking of Gas Monkey Bar and Grill, Richard started the project in 2013. The idea behind this was to expand his popular Gas Monkey Garage brand into the hospitality industry. Alongside the bar, he also opened Gas Monkey Live in 2014. Basically, Richard ran a venture that offered live music, a full-service bar, and a menu that catered to a broad audience, all while embracing the edgy, high-octane atmosphere associated with Richard's automotive endeavors. Richard aimed to diversify his business portfolio while capitalizing on the success of the Gas Monkey Garage brand, made famous by Fast and Loud. He wanted a space where fans of the show could gather and enjoy an experience that blended automotive culture with entertainment. However, Richard's brainchild was snatched away from him when he was slammed with a lawsuit. In June 2018, the bar's management, led by Daniel Flaherty, filed a lawsuit against Richard seeking $6 million for defamation and what they described as deliberate and deceitful attempts to breach his contract. Flaherty accused Richard of consistently trying to take over operations and even slanderously accusing him of financial mismanagement. These issues came to a head when Richard attempted to block the sale of the franchise in 2017. In retaliation, Richard filed a counter lawsuit in March 2019, accusing the bar of unauthorized use of his Gas Monkey brand and alleging that they were promoting inappropriate content under his brand's name. This legal back and forth led to a public and bitter dispute that damaged both parties' reputations. Subsequently, the Gas Monkey bar rebranded itself as Amplified in 2021, severing all ties with Richard and moving away from the automotive-themed branding. The lawsuits were settled out of court in August 2021, but the specifics of the settlement were not disclosed. Richard, on the other hand, went on to launch Gas Monkey Sturgis, which is now a go-to destination for more than just motorcycle enthusiasts. The restaurant side of the shop has chefs and attendants readily available to cater to everyone's needs, and with a full bar, there's always something to quench your thirst. As Gas Monkey Sturgis continues to grow, Richard plans to expand its offerings to include live music and other activities. Whether you're a biker looking for a place to hang out or simply someone in search of a great experience, Gas Monkey Sturgis has something for everyone.